Hi, thank you for tuning in to the Patricia Show. Please press subscribe, like, and share. Thank you. I'm Patricia. All right, this is a technique to attract a love mate to you. Now, this is just an example. So you can listen to this and then rewrite your own. Because maybe what I'm saying here is not what you want. So you would just fill in what you want. Okay. So I put here universal mind, calling God universal mind on this one. You would call God whatever you call your might, whatever you call the mighty I am. That's what you would call God. So if you call the mighty I am, because you're talking to the Father at this point. So if you call God I am, then that's what you'll say, I am. Because that's really when I call God the mighty I am. Or if you say, universal light, whatever you call God, that's what you would put in here. Okay? All right, so all right, wait. I'm sorry. I'm trying to fix this. I don't know what I just did, and I messed something up on here trying to read. Okay. So anyway, okay, so yeah, so you would just replace that with whatever you call God. Now, these exercises are meant to be for the Father. If your belief is that Jesus is the only Son of God, that's fine. But for this exercise, you're talking directly to the Father. Now, Jesus spoke of the Father, and Jesus spoke of the Father, and Moses spoke of the Father, and he called him the mighty I am. So if you have another name that you use besides the mighty I am, that's fine. I just put universal mind here. But I want to say, you're not going to say Jesus, because Jesus is the Son, and so we're going directly to the Father as Jesus did. You know what I mean? I don't know if this shouldn't interfere with your religion in any way, shape, or form. You're just going to the Father. That's all. And you all have been, because I don't think the church really teaches you about the Father. It just teaches you about Jesus. So you don't really have a lot of knowledge on the Father. But so that's why I'm telling you that Jesus talked of the Father, and so did Moses speak of the Father. So I'm not saying something that's foreign. Even though it's foreign to you, pretty much, you might have heard of it because most of you haven't taken the time out to learn about the Father or anything, because the church only teaches you about the Son. Okay, and I know that the church teach you that God and Jesus is one and the same. I realize all that, but we're still taking this directly to the Father. Okay, if you choose to take it somewhere else, like, I don't know, I can't tell you that it'll work. I only know that it works if you take it directly to the Father. Okay, so now you're going to read this 3 to 4 times a day, and you're going to read it until your request it manifests. So this is the request: universal mind, bring me a mate that will be my husband or wife, someone smart, loving, kind, who eats healthy and is in good shape. Someone who lives in harmony and peace. Someone who fulfills me in every way, and I fulfill him or her in every way. If he or she has children, let our families blend well and become a loving, caring family filled with harmony and love. Bring me someone, universal mind, that is compatible with me, someone that is good and right for me, and I for him or her. Please bring me someone that is spiritual so that we can seek you, God, together and align our life with you, placing you first in our life. You could either say, to end this, thank you, universal mind, it is done, or you can say, so be it. So now, this is what you call a request. This is not a prayer, because a prayer, you usually say amen. This is a request. Here, God gave you dominion over all things. And we're going to talk about God later. We haven't even gotten to that on the show. God gave you dominion over all things. God gave you the ability to speak the word. The word is powerful. When you speak the word is created. You are children of God. So this is a request, which means a request is that you're making your statement as to what you want. So when you end it, you have to end it being in your full power. In other words, you're going to have to say it like you are a child of God, not like you're a little wimp over here begging, but that you are like a child of God. Thank you, universal mind. So be it. It is done. But with authority. Knowing when you say this, knowing in your mind that whatever request you put in the universe, you're going to get it because you have dominion over all things, and because all you have to do is speak the word and it is done. In other words, know your power when you read this, especially when you get to the end. Know your power and say, it is done, so be it. Or you could just say, it is done. Or you could say, so be it. But you need to give some type of ending to confirming, like a confirmation that this is your request. And you're giving that confirmation with authority. So you remember the movie, I think it's the Ten Commandments, where in there, they would say something. They would say, with confidence, whatever they say. Ramsey would say he was going to be the king. Moses wouldn't be the king. He would be the king. And then he would say, so let it be written, so let it be done. Authority. So when he said that with authority, whatever he said, I'll drive I can't remember what all he said, but he was saying like the Nefertari would be his wife. He would be the next king, and he had a whole list of stuff that he was going to be. And then he said, so let it be written, so let it be done, with authority, because he was stating what was going to happen. He didn't state, if I be king, or maybe I'll be king, or one day I hope I'll be king. No, he said it with authority. I shall be king. And with authority. So let it be written, so let it be done. It's done. I'm saying this with authority. That's the way you have to end this. With authority. Power. Because God did give you the power. You just don't know that, or wasn't taught that. But it's in the Bible. So you were given the power and the authority. You were given God all of God's attributes. And again, we'll get in that another time. But I just want to make sure that you say this with authority. Now, you're going to change. The reason I say some places I said her or him like that, because I don't know if this was for a man or a woman, okay? So obviously you're not gonna say that in yours, him or her. You're gonna just say a woman or if you want a woman, that's what you're gonna say, whatever. But I just put that in there, him or her, because I didn't know who would be reading it, a woman or a man. And what else did I put in there? And so I put those qualities if they have children. Maybe you don't want nobody with children. So then you wouldn't put that in yours if you don't want it. And I put spiritual, but maybe you don't want nobody spiritual. Maybe you're not a spiritual person. You just don't want nobody spiritual. So you wouldn't put that in here. And then, like I said, I wanted somebody who eats healthy. You might not want anybody who eat healthy. You might want a person who eat a lot of junk. You know what I'm saying? So take that out if that's not what you want. So just revise this for you. I want to say this though. I put in here someone who lives in harmony and peace, because so many people have so much drama going on in their life. Now, if you have a person that have a lot of drama, but you're asking for a person that lives in peace and harmony, you're going to have to change that about yourself. You're going to have to be a person that that lives in harmony and peace before this person that you're asking for will come to you. Because you're going to draw what you are. And if you don't have harmony, you're not drawing nobody with harmony. I'm telling you that now. So you have to change that if you want a man who lives in harmony. Okay? All right then. So if you're listening to this, there's a video before this one that says, it's titled, Why Do We Struggle? And that one is for relationships. Like, why do we struggle? And then it says, I think it says, why do we struggle in relationships, or what, something like that it says, but it's about relationships. Please listen to that one first before you do this one, so you can really understand what's really going on, the big picture. So read the one that say, why do we, oh, I know what it says. It says, why do we struggle in love? That's what it says. So look at that video, listen to that video. It's like about 15 minutes. Listen to that video before doing this particular exercise. Okay, so thank you so much for tuning in to the Patricia Show, and you have a lovely day.